Rebel Moon, the director's cuts. Yes, I spent almost 6 hours watching this dog shit. I joke. I actually enjoy these movies, I think, more than most people because at the end of the day, I'm a sci fi junkie. I like seeing weird sci fi concepts, and there's something fun to seeing Zack Snyder's Star Wars with some of the action scenes and cool stuff that they're able to do in these movies. You know, Zack Snyder, in a way, described pitching this franchise as the Dirty Dozen meets Seven Samurai in space, and you feel that in here, but at the same time, it's very like bad. Just like the fact that the villains of these movies are literally called Nazis. Like, there's no subversion to that interesting concept. It's literally like the laziest horseshit you've ever seen. And, you know, it's Zack Snyder making literally the laziest version of these things. I don't know. I like the concepts. I like ideas. I'm curious to read the prequel comic coming out. Maybe it'll span some characters. Because that was one thing I did appreciate about the first director's cut for part 1. Was that 20-minute cold open that adds some backstory to a character. A character that barely appears, but it's still like, alright, some add depth. I like that. There's stuff I like in these things, but overall, if you don't like Rebel Moon, this ain't going to change your mind. These movies are not very well made. They're not very crafted. They're kind of just throwing shit at the wall. Here you go. Here's Rebel Moon. Here's everything. And you're just kind of sitting there like, okay. But what was any of that? What is any of this? You know, it just... Zack Snyder is a filmmaker. His films are always interesting, right? I could watch these movies again. They're interesting. But at the same time, this is definitely some of his worst movies because I feel like even his movies that I hate more, like Man of Steel, Batman vs. Superman, I remember shit about them. These I kind of forget immediately. Like, rewatching these movies in the director's cut form made me just feel like I was watching a new movie. Not in the sense that, oh wow, these director's cut recontextualize things and they change things so much. Really, all these movies are is just extra gore and violence, and it's slightly longer. Okay? It really just... And the color palette's different. I don't know. I think if you were waiting to watch Rebel Moon to watch these versions, I think you will definitely get more out of watching these versions. And if someone would ask me, okay, I really want to watch Rebel Moon, I know people aren't liking it, which version do I watch? I should definitely say the director's cut, but that's just because the director's cut is more of what Zack Snyder actually wanted to do, and you feel that. So I don't really care for these movies still, but he made a movie, and that's cool. Very wild, insane movie that should have been better than it is, but here we are, and we have Rebel Moon, and it's fucking wild ass shit.